Second last, race number 9. We go with a Class 1, 2,000 metres. Fascinating race, the 9th here, headed by Romantic Touch. It was winning in Macau runner-up in Macau last time, out behind Horse of Fortune. White Cuckoo, runner-up in the Derby, gets a wide gate again. Barrier 12, Dark Dream 4th in the Derby. Helene Leading Star 9th out of the Derby. Ho Ho Khan finish 5th. Helene Charisma on a hat-trick. His last 2 wins coming at Happy Valley. Lightweight here. Good Omen, a last start course and distance winner. Savvy 6 was behind White Cuckoo last time out. And Tianchi Monster, another horse out of the 4-year-old series. He finished 6th in the Derby behind Fiore. Romantic Touch, Insatiable, Helene Charisma and Savvy 6 have all been up at Chung Fa in the last month, Brad.
Yeah, and Helene Charisma's been really loving it up there, winning his last 2. Again, it's a short run to the first bend, but there's not a lot of pace here. You just wonder what Joe will do on this occasion with White Cuckoo from another wide barrier at 2,000. The last 2 starts he's gone back from the wide gates. Maybe they'll go forward this time, because there were a few little issues with him sort of picking up the bit from the 700 metres onwards last start.
Yeah, it was a great run, wasn't it? But he was a little bit lazy in the middle stages of that race, as you said, Brett. His work's good, though. You can't fault his work. It's all good going into the race. He looks good. He's come out of the Derby, no issues. And, you know, he's only been beaten twice. Dark Dream. Now, he had no luck in the Derby. He was posted 3 wide the whole way. Still stayed on really nicely for 4th. From his barrier number 5, he's going to get a really nice run as well. So I can see him being in the finish here. And also Ho Ho Khan. What a great run he did was in the Derby. It was a nice 5th, hit the line strongly. And from barrier 6, he'll get a good run too. Vincent Ho aboard Ho Ho Khan. So you can see him travelling nicely down the back there.
All right, let's start with Joe Moreira again. He'll ride Full of Beauty in the previous. Will be a very short price favourite. White Cuckoo will be favourite here as well. Here's more from Joe.
White Cuckoo, Joe, talk us through the Derby with him.
Unfortunately, he didn't have a very good gate. We were kind of forced to ride him cold. As we all know, he had some issue before the Derby, and he was quite brave to overcome the issue that he had. Obviously, amazing job that the connection has done to get him to still perform very well in the Derby. As I said, we were forced to ride him cold and finish off the race. Unfortunately, at the 1,000 meter, he lost the plug for a little while. I had to push him. He took longer than I would want him to put himself in the race and start being competitive. I had to buy a little bit of more time at the 700 meters as I was planning to angle him towards the outside, but Enrichment was actually losing ground, and if I pull him out that early, I would have to go 4 deep, which wouldn't do him any good. But when I pull him out on the straight and I made a run, he flashes home and he ran such a great second. So he's a very promising horse. He's probably coming to win his group race very soon.
No Furore, but you've got Dark Dream, Ho Ho Khan from the Derby. This time you give weight to them. What are your thoughts heading into the race as far as his winning chances are concerned?
Well, based on his ability and what he's done so far, I've got no doubts that the horse is a chance. At the same time, as it is a handicap race, I've got to be respecting some other horses, you know. If he's a bit lucky and if things fall into place perfectly to him, he might be winning.
Just a final one for you, Joe. He's nominated for the QE2 Cup, a race you've won in the past with Neo-Realism. Is he at that Group 1 level at this stage in open competition?
It does give me the feel that, yes, he is a type of horse that is capable to be winning international races.
All right, a bit of water to go under the bridge before we get to that. Let's go back and have a look at that Derby once more here. Interesting to hear Joe's comments and see the close-up shot of White Cuckoo. He did fly home, but Ho Ho Khan did as well. Tianchi Monster was solid, and Helene Leading Star, actually a pretty quick final sectional himself.
Yeah, you can see him. He's last, Helene Leading Star. I thought he ran quite well. He's drawn barrier 4 as opposed to 13 in the Derby. So he's one to consider definitely for the exotics. And as Paul touched on before, the run from Ho Ho Khan was good too.
Yeah, you can see him finishing off really nicely down the outside. White Cuckoo did go past him earlier in the straight. There is that weight difference now, though, between the two. But the turn of foot White Cuckoo's got, and if we go back to the start before the Derby, remember he carried 133 and won pretty nicely. So the weight, carrying the weight, I don't think is a problem.
And we saw also there a Tianchi Monster just batting away, and he's got no weight to carry here, so it's in his favour.
He's 23 pounds better off with White Cuckoo, and Ho Ho Khan's 14 pounds better off. So there is that, but there's the class angle to consider as well. Helene Charisma on a hat-trick, £116. maybe a pound overweight from Chad as well, but no weight on his back in this sort of form. Can he cause an upset?
Yes, I think he might be able to. I'm going to tip him, not with a huge amount of confidence, but I will take a chance. What price is he at the moment? 11-4. I think we know his form from France. We know he took a long time to get into form here and into the groove, but he's doing that now. I think the bigger track's better for him. He's got no weight to carry here, so I'll give him a chance.
Yeah, I didn't put him in there, and I just wonder about the Happy Valley.
Do you think the Valley might be the go?
Yeah, because he has to think too much when he gets to Sha Tin, and he hangs and does everything wrong. Whereas the Valley, the short straight, he doesn't get a chance to think.
I think he's chilled out at Chunfar, and you know his mindfulness has really gone up.
Waikuku for you, Paul?
Yeah, definitely. I got Waikuku on top. I think he can atone for that Derby second and win this race. Dark Dream is the big danger from his low draw. He's going to get a lot softer run this time. Ho Ho Khan was a really good run for him in the Derby, and Tianchi Monster comes in with no weight on his back. He's quite a progressive horse too, Tianchi Monster. 2, 4, 6 and 14 for me.
There's no doubt Waikuku's the real deal, and in time he will be winning a Group 1, I have no doubt. I'll take a chance here with Elaine Charisma, just on what we've seen at his last 2 starts. Coming to Sha Tin doesn't bother me too much. I think it's the frame of mind that he's in that we need to take note of, and John Moore has always had, you know, a lot of confidence to suggest that he's a good quality animal. This is only a Class 1, so 9 to beat 2, 4 and 6. Helene Leading Star was the one I wanted to sneak in, and I did in that trio.
Yeah. I've got Helene Charisma in, but Waikuku on top for me. I think he's a Group 1 winner in waiting, so he should be winning this. But a good race all the same, race number 9. One more race to go, then race number 10, plus all the best bets. That comes up next.